Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm sliding in here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you, as always, for being here on this lovely evening that it is. Late afternoon, if you may. Pulp, different class. Something changed. What changed? A little something here, a little something there. It's the beautiful rules of impermanence, you know? No man steps into the same river twice, said an ancient, I don't know, someone. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a listen, take a look, see what's happening, see what's changing. Here we go.
I wrote this song 2 hours before we met. I didn't know your name or what you looked like yet.
That's a great line.
I could have stayed at home and gone to bed. I could have gone to see a film instead. You might have changed your mind and seen your friend. Life could have been very different then. Something changed. Do you believe that there's someone up above?
Listen to those strings.
And does he have a timetable directing acts of love? Why did I write this song on that one day? Why did you touch my hand and softly say, stop asking questions that don't matter anyway. Just give us a kiss to celebrate here today. Something changed.
Love that quick strum on the guitar. Nice little solo. Right.
Where would I be now if we'd never met?
That's Big
Would
Tom.
I be singing this song to someone else instead? I don't know, but like you just said.
Love him hitting the tom and the snare at the same time there.
Something changed.
And I love the strength of that bass as well. Excellent track. I love the lyrics. I love this kind of slight twist on a love song lyrically, but at the same time, not exactly, making it something a little bit more meaningful in the process. I love how strong, sorry, I hit the microphone. I love how strong the bass playing is in several moments, you know, apparent at the end, but just in several moments throughout the chorus of the track. I love how strongly it comes up. I love that little solo that we get in the middle there as well, or in the back half of the track. And then Cocker is singing so sweetly, whispery, romantically, which of course works with the lyrics here. As musically, this is just sonically a very romantic, beautiful, majestic track to listen to. The strings are there, aplomb, singing gorgeous sweet nothings around the strumming melody, that bright dreaminess of the guitar. It just makes for a nice, easygoing, romantic, love is in the air kind of track and melody there. But I really enjoy how Cocker sings here, just kind of subtle and whispery, a little romantic, and then kind of singing out more as the music goes on there. But that was really, really wonderful. And I love the lyrics. The two lines that it begins with, I wrote this song 2 hours before we met. I didn't know your name or what you looked like yet. At first, when I read that and I heard that, I was thinking like, well, this is from the point of view of someone who's just writing love songs without necessarily having that direct inspiration behind it. But as the song goes on, it becomes something more meaningful. That's what I said, like at the outset, as we're going forward, like it makes it and it transforms that line, at least to me, into something that becomes something kind of beautiful, as it's talking about these two people meeting by happenstance and where it goes from there. How did they meet? A little bit of chaos theory thrown in here. A romantic, sweet flap of a butterfly's wing turning into a hurricane of romance. Let's look at these lyrics. I wrote this song 2 hours before we met. I didn't know your name or what you looked like yet. Oh, I could have stayed at home and gone to bed. I could have gone to see a film instead. You might have changed your mind and seen your friend. Life could have been very different. But then something changed. Something made him get up and go to wherever he found this person. And at the same time, the same thing with this other person. They could have gone and seen their friend, but something changed. And now they found each other. Do you believe that there's someone up above? And does he have a timetable directing acts of love? Why did I write this song on that day? Why did you touch my hand and softly say, stop asking questions that don't matter anyway. Just give us a kiss to celebrate here today. Something changed. Isn't that kind of cool how the song transformed into something so beautiful and meaningful? Like, every once in a while, I discuss the same thing with my wife. Like, if I didn't do this or if you didn't do that, we would have never been together. But something changed, and what do you know? And I think that that's a wonderful way of writing and taking this soulmate, we were meant for each other kind of notion and topic, and writing it in such a way that it comes across incredibly well. Oh, when we woke up that morning, we had no way of knowing that in a matter of hours, we'd change the way we were going. Where would I be now? Where would I be now if we'd never met? Would I be singing this song to someone else instead? I don't know, but like you just said, something changed. That's it. And apparently this relationship may have been something very short. When we woke in the morning, we had no way of knowing that in a matter of hours, we'd change the way we were going. They were going steady. Perhaps they were in a relationship, but then in a matter of a few hours, that was it. Or maybe not. Who knows? But I love that ending line, something changed, and the different things that are assumed to have occurred because of it. Looking at this track, it says that's written much earlier in the band's existence, but revived during these sessions. It features lyrics that focus on the random nature as to how important events happen in life. The song also features a guitar solo by Mark Webber. It was released as the fourth single and final single from the album, reaching number 10 on the UK singles chart and 30 in Iceland and Ireland. It says here, according to Webber, the song was an old song that Jarvis dredged up and we all dusted off. There is a rehearsal tape as well of a previous incarnation of Pulp attempting it earlier. Cocker says it was originally written 12 years ago. My sister sang an early version, but it had different words. Never got used, and then I just remembered it. Because it had been written such a long time ago, it made me wonder what I was doing then. And I worked out that it must have been written quite near to me meeting this girl. It's just wondering, really, if I hadn't gone out and met this particular person at this nightclub and formed a relationship with her, how different would my life have been? So it's not really about fates, it's more about the randomness of things, which I like. As I said before, that's the main thing I feel is missing from my life. The worst thing about having a schedule and a timetable is that there's less chance for the unexpected things to happen. That's so good. Webber says something changed as the first guitar solo I've sat and written, but I didn't let anyone else know about it until we went into the studio and did it. Me just sprung it upon them. Cocker said of the song in 2020, that's the one Pulp song that seems to crop up. I've been stopped by a lot of people who tell me that the song was played at their wedding. They walked down the aisle to it. Listen, something changed, and before you know it, you're with your soulmate. You never know. That's a really, really fantastically written song, which I think kind of shows to such like how strong the songwriting has been with this album and with Pulp. So let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. Thank you as always for being here, sticking by, standing around. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you.